Hello and welcome to another Good Game Empire live stream. So for today the main part is going to be the Mistic Outer Realms, but we've got some trouble there, so it actually depends if I'm gonna do a lot here. So anyways, while we're waiting for the others to join, I'm gonna do the usual stuff I always do at the beginning when I'm waiting for you to join the live stream. So let me just open the chat on a second monitor, which is actually my phone, so I can read all your messages. Okay. And I'm gonna do the usual stuff. Oh yeah, I've got the live stream chat, that's good. Hello Scully, hello Big Bang, welcome all. Yeah, so the usual stuff, which is recruiting units, taking care of the food shortages, or like trying to avoid them, as well as the meat shortages. It's not that easy to manage them, not to lose them. Like if you have this brewery level 14, you probably know this, that is going to go on minus automatically, which is pretty much irritating. So yeah, changing the screen of course, and we're starting with the usual stuff as I said. Later Outer Mystic, Outer Realms in this Mystic version. I've got some attacks recently, on the previous live stream I've got some attacks, but right now we'll see. I need to, sorry, this outpost is without, but I can leave that. Yeah, this outpost is without any meat, so I can't recruit there yet, because I'm going to make it for the meat. First I'm going for all points, like all castles in the green, and later for kingdoms. I have only brewer level 1, for example here, to recruit the units, to make the recruitment process as fast as possible. Because it takes a while to to recruit all these meat units. Right now I can do like 8,000 per day, and this is still not a lot in terms of how many I can hold, like 600,000 in main, the same amount in one of the outposts, like 300,000 in the third one, so it's pretty crazy values. And yeah, in terms of food and meat, I think I'm good on everything, so like yeah, no action needed. But I started attacking the RBCs a lot, because right now as a reward for a quest, where is it? In every kingdom, like at the bottom, there's a quest for defeating the kingdom NPCs. And when you defeat them, you get the relic shards, and they are very important for upgrading equipment, as I was talking in the last video about PvP equipment. So I'm low on these shards, and I need them to upgrade my Castellan. Anyway, it's a very profitable mission. So, going to the Outer Realms, I'm pretty much out of the decorations, and it's still, how many days? It's 3.2 days, so I should stay, I should leave myself a lot of money still, coins, and I'm running low, so I'm gonna sell maybe one more decoration. I've got some attacks before, and well, I need to get some points back. So I've made attacks on my previous live stream, and these targets are actually going to be available again in a few minutes, in a dozen of minutes, so that's good. They don't have a lot of points, but there was a few attacks. Yeah, I've got some defense as well, but before the defense, there's not that many attack reports, only 2, and this is Barbarian Tower. Yeah, I've also tried, yeah, so this guy gave me 5,000, we can try him again. But I've tried a strategy to get coins from NPC towers here. It's not that great, but maybe in Kingdom, but when you try to do this in Burning Sands or Fire Peaks, it's way better. It's easy to get plenty of coins as well as rubies, so it's very good to. I can unlock it because you need to do this like first the winter, then sands, and then the fire peaks. But it's very profitable to hit dragons and fortresses. So it's the hardest to actually collect resources in this, and later when you have them to unlock the kingdom, then it's pretty easy to get coins from towers. I hope that I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I am. Hello, nobody helps me against Morans. I have no idea, like, I have no clue on what's going on with this Morans, but like, there's so many messages about this in my Discord server. Like, everyone repeats the same message actually. Like, just take a look at the off-topic chat. Yeah. Oh, okay, right now it changed a bit. Yeah, but before it was all about this one guy. I know him, but yeah, there's just kind of stuff going on the server. So anyways, I've got a target for PvP for today as well, so I need to buy some equipment for this. So firstly I need to make some free space, and as I know this guy pretty well, I don't want to harm him like a lot, but I want to try at least my commander, make one attack and see how it goes. Because we've got some reasons to hit him. Okay, so this is the first attack. Actually 7.8 against this man, this amount of defenders, and he managed to get through, and he got 6 million of glory. Yeah, so he beat the flank easily. Nice report. So this is the target I'm going for. Okay, this is a fake attack, so I mean tool burner. Okay, so this clearly didn't manage to go through the flank. Hello, good evening to everyone joining. Josh Vir262. I recognize this from somewhere. I'm not sure, but I think this is someone on YouTube as well creating content, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. So he's apparently, yeah, recording Good Game Empire as well. Yeah, I recognize. I mean, I've seen a few videos, especially this, yeah, this with many arrows and stuff like that. So yeah, I've seen a few videos on this channel. Okay. Interesting. So like content from 1 year ago. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen a few videos of him, but not that many. Okay, so this was another attack. What kind of units were used here? Okay, the horrors. Okay. That's the reason for it. Well, yeah, I've got the bonus from the Alliance, plus 5%. We've got glory bonus as well. So I'm gonna try my best to make maybe 1 or 2 attacks at him. So first I need the equipment for... it's here. The equipment for plus 5 waves. Okay, it's down there. Not this one, not this one. Yeah, it's this one. And some temporary items, so let's give them a try. I actually haven't tried these items, but I don't have any bustler, unfortunately. So let's give it a try to items from Black Master, or I can directly get them for gold pieces, like the stronger versions. That's pretty good. So what can I have, like what kind of bonus can I have there? Is it Worf though? Okay, I'm gonna go with it. So melee. This is for units on the wall, probably, yeah. So I don't need that. Yeah, units on the front. Shrunken courtyard as well. This costs a bit. It's not that cheap to get. Okay, and ranged. And I think I'm good, maybe. Oh, I forgot about the flanks. So this is the last thing to get and ready to go. Actually, so as you have seen, he has 270,000 units. It's not gonna be that easy. I also have some elements from Beyond the Horizon top, but I don't want to waste them now. But I have a element which gives plus 12% to strength in courtyard, and I'm very interested if it can be changed with an upgrading item. So can I use a upgrading item? Is it written here? No. So can I do that? I can. Are you serious? So there is this bestseller we were talking like 2 weeks ago about, and the bestseller offers you like 48% of strength for buildings. I mean, sorry, strength for courtyard, or 48% unit limit on the flank. But you can buy the more expensive one for 86,000, the legendary, or the green one for only like 20,000. Sorry, it was a gray one. So the common rarity, ordinary rarity, is for 20,000 rupees, and you can upgrade that for how many? Is it like 5 days or something? So you can upgrade it to legendary using only the upgrader. So I thought that you cannot use the upgrader because that would be too OP, but you can actually. That's outrageous, man. Like you can buy it for 20,000 rupees and get it with the upgrader. So it's super worth to get upgraders now. Like they're super useful. Wow. That's very strong. So I totally thought that the game designers disallowed this function because it would be too OP, but it's not so. Well, we're gonna try some new items today. I mean, it's not new, but it's pretty much new to the game. Okay, so I apparently also need, what is that? The the stone mansion. Okay, no problem. So let's hide maybe like 2 decorations to fit it in there. And I really want to try out this new elements. It's not here. It's here. And it's this one. So, welcome Jonathan. Welcome Jeremy. As a person who is saving gold for the second relic bakery, the limited time items you bought hurt me a lot. I mean, I have already 3 relic bakeries, and in other castles I have meat production, so I totally don't need them. The one I need is for main castle, for outer realms, for the mystic version. But I kind of get your point. But I don't have the upgraders, and I don't want to waste the legendary upgraders. But I don't have these green ones, and this is not the highest caliber, and I don't need the best upgraders or item boosters, however you call them. So this is the way I went. Okay, let's go and let's have a look at what stats can we get with this. So this is, am I missing anything? Oh yes, courtyard, of course. Anything else? I can, yeah, treatment speed, wow, that's epic. As well as the hospital space, that's like, okay, this is meat production, not important. Yeah, I think that's all. So I want to have a look at the commander. So his name is Chamaida02, and let's make it his Punisher first. What is his alliance? Oh, okay, it's a pretty much how it failed. No, now he's gonna know about what I am going to do. Well, I didn't want him to be ready. Anyways, yeah, let's go for it. So he has 2063 at 263,000. Okay. Oh, this is for the tool burners. Okay. A German 2 mobile server is server war. One pair bought yesterday for 4,000 euro rupees. Seriously, like this isn't even a scale in Poland. Like maybe sometimes people spend 500 euro per day. That's like a record, or maybe 1,000. But 4,000, that's, yeah, pretty much a mad guy spending this amount of money. Wow. Like, you know, the game makes a lot of profit, so, well. Okay, I don't get any honor for the battle. Only yesterday. Oh man, that's like, I sometimes try to think like, what else can you get for this amount of money? Like, hell, a lot of things. For example, you can like convert the amount of money spent on the game, for example, to cars. So you spend 20,000 euro on the game, so what kind of car can you get for 20,000 euro? A pretty nice car. And I think like that, I mean, I spent like 1,800 euro on the game, maybe 2,000. That's maximum. Over 5 years, so it's not that huge amount. Okay, let's prepare some setups. So what's the commander stats? 160 by 174 by 200 courtyard and 100 units on the flanks. That sounds great. What else can I use here to boost it? Well, can I go for the flanks? I think I don't have any element for the flanks, so yep, I cannot. Hello PB, welcome to the stream. Since 1 week, I think his minimum by 10,000 or more. Oh man, so that's like, just think what kind of car can you get for this, like, you know. But some people have a lot of money and they spend just a little part of their money on the game, so they're okay with that. Like, but from the point of other people who, for example, earn some part of the money spent by them per month for their salary, then it's pretty much outrageous and sometimes also frustrating. But anyways, this is the preset I'm going to use, but it has not enough units because I haven't ever used this many temporary items, at least recently. Okay, so this is going to be the preset for the wall fight, and this is going to be anti-ranged. Wait, what have I done? No, there should be the melee units. I don't have a lot of melee level 10, but I'm not going to make a lot of attacks actually. So this is the first preset for like the main preset, and this is going to be ranged. So let's fill it with ranged. Let's give it a try. Okay, so this is actually, yeah, this one, and also we need, of course, the have +5 waves equipment item. Okay. 10 season points completed. Not yet. Not yet, because I was kind of like AFK on the game, you know what I mean. I was not doing anything, but I'm going to give it a try even to get into top 10. So I'm going to try very hard on Berrymont events with high, with you know, paid boosters, and we'll see how it goes. If I succeed in the first one, I'm going to repeat that and hopefully get in the top 10. Because like the reward for this is very strong. So right now I have like 3,500. I'm gonna have a look at it in a second. Okay, so this is the way I'm gonna go, but I don't want him to beat me on the front so easily, and I'm just gonna feel like maybe 5 waves out of this 11, or maybe even 6. Okay, that's pretty good. So with this commander, I think I should get through the flank. It's like, I'm not that sure because it's only 1.6k units. He has nearly 1.3k units. It's gonna be that easy. We'll see how it goes. I'm very interested. So let's give it a try. It goes 22 minutes. We also have the Alliance combat strength booster. Okay, and we'll see. So how many units was it? 6.6 thousand. That's not a lot. That's not a huge amount. But okay, we're gonna see how it goes. Because this is only the green items for one player, I don't know to use better. So if the anniversary party event, I'm doing totally nothing, but I will start doing a lot. So yeah, now I'm very low in the ranking, but from what I know, I mean, I know the amount of points needed for nearly all of these positions. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try, hopefully getting to top 10 or even higher to secure the position. So for today I wanted to do some attacks on the Outer Realms. Hopefully I don't get striked again by some random Egyptian boss, or however he calls himself. Anyways, I need to find some targets that are not full of defenders and have some points. So I had a few battle reports, but I lost them, unfortunately. This guy has 100,000 might points. It's not quite possible for him to hold this many units. Probably this espionage is pretty old. Oh, he does. That's interesting, because I thought he would have more might points, but he doesn't. Okay. Let's find some targets with more. Okay, so that looks pretty good. This looks pretty good, and I think I've won the battle with him. Yeah, he has some units, and I don't have any, so I need to buy. Okay. It's useless against that money. Yeah, I know, like against too much money you like cannot do anything, even if the alliance supports you. Sometimes it can be like, you know, I've gone through this, so I know kind of how it looks like. Yeah, feels bad. It seems that he has no limit and the king The king spent a lot of money too. Well. Hello, Gabriel. So, welcome guys. So I'm giving it a try. I want to try out the new items. I'm striking him only once because I want to test out. He has a lot of defenders, obviously. So, you know, it's not like I'm the enemy. It's like we're friends and we're giving like a small hug. And in terms of this, it's just a one attack to try out some stuff. It's not meant to be, you know, dealing with all of the defenders. Anyways, just a friendly attack. Okay, so yeah, he has some defenders. Okay, this setup would be good. Okay, I'm just gonna send like 3 waves or ruby horses to deal with that quickly. Probably also, yeah, he has some castle, but don't mind that. This player is probably empty because we've dealt with him yesterday. But look, he has like maybe 2 or 3 attacks from our alliance. Like, no one cares, you know. Oh, sorry, it's 4 now, okay? It's kind of, no one cares about him, so he's gonna probably survive that night. Anyways, like, well, how many he has now? Yeah, he has the same, but he has very good castle, very good hero, has everything he needs to defend it easily. Oh yes, he's from Saudi Arabia, playing in the Egyptian with me, and yes, the man has a lot of money. I mean, I was talking just about the guy next to me on the other realms, but it looks like he just entered with his castle and sold all the decorations, and that's all from him, so I don't know. Yeah, he's left with some of. He also used like Polish account for some reason. Maybe he bought some. I don't know. I have no idea. So, and I didn't even pay attention to my glory title. Wow, that's pretty good. And what is needed to top 100? 1.4 million. Nice. Okay, so I need to find some more targets with decent amount of points. It's not easy. These ones are going to stop burning in a dozen of minutes, okay. Okay, this guy looks like a good target. Oh, but I cannot make an sponge from the outpost. I got a free account on Egyptian one. They just wanted me to fight the war. I've received the same message, like, we've got accounts free to enter, just enter and join the war. Actually, if this is still I mean, it's against the terms of Good Game Empire rules to share the password, but it would be great content for the channel to take part in some great Egyptian war on the Good Game Empire. I need to deal with that. But no, you can have 1 account per server, and I don't have any in the Egyptians. Yeah, we're gonna go through this pretty easily probably. Anyways, to make some interesting content, not just guides. I mean, guides are very important in my opinion to teach new players how to do every stuff in the game, but also making some PvP videos would be great to keep up some interesting content. To mobile, I mean, I've been to mobile on World 1, but it was my own account. I've got some money on it, but it's just the kind of thing that I cannot play on 2 or more accounts at the same time. It's too hard for me. You just spied me. Oh no, am I attacking you? I probably I'm not, because you have like huge amount of defenders. Okay, so anyways, cheers from the live stream. Good luck in the event and you know that stuff. Yeah, sure, good stream. Okay, thank you very much. Happy to hear that. So I would probably attack about with this amount of defenders. Not at all. Nice to be neighbors, man. So let's search for some more targets. You can follow me actually with my targets after me clearing them, or maybe you burned everyone out. So I also had this players. Oh yeah, for example this one, but he loaded some money. He has way too much might points for not being empty. Same here. This one has some points. I know. Let's check. I'm like, okay, this is pretty easy. The latest exponent. So which one is this? I'm already attacking it. Okay, good. And I just need to for them to for the cooldown to go out. This guy has 100,000 points and only 100,000 might points. That's pretty interesting. Let's take a look at his castle as well. 53 rupees. Okay. Oh, seriously? Give it another try. When's the best time to actually start making your attack army? Like, about what exactly are you asking? Like, when's the best time to actually start making your attacking army? Are you talking about the Outer Realms event or? Sure. In Outer Realms, it's the best to start attacking like 1 or 2 hours before the reset. Oh, okay. So in Outer Realms, it's the best time 1 or 2 hours before the reset. So when you see here, I'm actually doing this pretty early, but I want to do this on live stream, you know. But basically, if you do this right before the reset, you have lower chance of getting hit by some players and losing points before the reset. So you need to be quick before the reset. Try to defend the points before the reset, and on the other day is the other day, so you are going to deal with that the next day. I guess this guy also brought me, yeah, small amount of points. Okay, failed, and now successful. This looks like a pretty good target, but I'm running low on coins. Hello, Chamenda. Okay, this one was a pretty good shot. And I know I am running low on coins. This is not going to be easy, like, but he has a lot of points. I think I'm gonna save him. So, oh, he doesn't have the Castellan. That's a huge advantage for me. Okay, let's go for it. I mean, I more like go for it right before the reset, but if I'm first, I'm going to get the biggest part of the pie, so let's go for it. So all the offensive units are in the castle right now. It's 3,500. So it's actually enough to attack him. Where was he? Like, was it this guy? Oh yeah. I think it's going to be pretty easy. Plus 30 to the courtyard. Let's just give it a try with the commander, which isn't superior, but it's good enough. Like with the 70 unit limit on the like 30 front, 40 flanks, stuff like that. It's pretty okay to go with. Let's give it a try. So it's actually 3.1 thousand units, something like that. Yep, it should do the job in this castle. I think so. Because he doesn't have. I mean, he has the Castellan, but he didn't use the jumps you can buy for this Castellan. So it's pretty weak. So how's the green going? Okay, one attack and hurt. Was this the event attack or it was just an appearance item? I don't know. So we've got. Oh no, food shortage. What is that? Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I was healing the meat units in a castle where I don't have any meat. Okay, let's take a look at another battle report. I mean, depending on the kind of units used there, it was meat actually. Yeah, but with 6 waves, it's not that hard to, you know, to stop it on the front. So, how many minutes left for my attack? 10. Okay. As I said, Jamaica, it's like a big hug from a friend. It's not like I want to hurt you. It's just to, you know, test out some cool stuff on you, and that's all. So I'm not going to send you like 100,000 attackers. It's just to play around. But I can see that you use the even more appearance items. Damn it! But you've got the look item or the appearance item? No, not yet. How the hell do you have 1.5 thousand units without the appearance item? That's pretty strange. Okay. That's very interesting. You probably used the legendary item. Okay. But you're also writing not in English, so it also can't do English. Okay, guys. So we're gonna see it's just a one-time attack. You're probably blaming me on the Discord server. Yeah, one ping. That's not a lot. Anyways. Some attack is entering. What is this? Okay, this looks pretty nasty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna see in a second how did it go. Yeah, just give us the battle report and we're gonna have a look. What will be the maximum possible wall space after getting top 10 item? So including also expanding your castle, because you can do like 3 expansions and you're gonna get 3 more towers, yeah? So having right now, without these expansions, you have 20 towers. And with these expansions, you're going to get 23 towers. So, according that, you're going to have all of them at level 6 with the appearance look, appearance item, the appearance item, the temporary item, and the top 10 item from the LTP right now going on. You're going to get 2,200 units on the wall. And without these expansions, you're going to get around 2,050 or 2,075 or something like that. So it's pretty outrageous, and combining this with defenders level 10, the mid defenders level 10, is going to be possible to stop pretty much everything on the flank and more attacks on the front. So it's going to be a huge advantage. But just take a look at the new tools. So we're talking about the new expansion of the castle, but at the same time you can get the tool which adds you 3 waves in the attack. So you're gonna get the attack made of 14 waves against the 2,200 units on the wall, like for only 10 players, yeah? So for most of players it's going to be like 1.7k maybe. Anyways, like 14 waves means like 15,000 units, and it's gonna be like 4,000 on the flank. It's not that easy to stop that with 2,200 units on the wall. So it's gonna be like more units both in attack and in the wall, and it's just the same. You just need to put more money into the game, because you see we're getting to the point like the losses in attacks are pretty much the same ratio. So if for example send 12,000 units and you kill 6,000 defenders, yeah? And like a few years ago it was like you send 2,000 units and you kill 1,000 defenders. So right now it's pretty much the same, but you just need to put hell lot more units into the attacks. And what does it mean that you need to put more units in the attacks? So for the most of players free to play, you need to recruit them, so it takes longer. But for the players who pay for the units, they didn't even pay attention that like 2 years ago it was 4,000 when they introduced the +3 waves. Later it was like even 6,000. Right now with temporary items it went to like 9 to maybe 10,000, and with this newest addition to the game it went to like 12,500 units in one attack, and this costs a lot of money for the players who spend their money on units, especially the mid-level 10 attackers. So it's very huge cost, and they, in my opinion, they mainly do that to just get more money for buying more units. But the outcome is pretty much the same. So you send 10,000, you kill 5,000. You send 2,000, you kill 1,000. It's kind of the same at the end of the day, you know. About the war in Egypt 1, do you know when it's gonna be? I thought that it's currently going on, but if it's not, then I have no idea. I don't have... I think I've got some communication to any player in the Egyptian server. I would have to ask them what's the current state of their server. Come on, why everything's failed today? Please. Okay. Are you serious? He has like 0 point. Okay. Good for me. Also very cool thing to do here in this event is to recruit some spearmen or crossbowmen, because your research gets reset, yeah? When you join the event, your castle merges to the event, but the research tower is reset, and you can easily recruit the units. What's the full name of them? Where are they? Yeah, the crossbowmen. And that's very useful for this event because you can use them for very fast attacks. So you can make some quick hits on players who are far away, or you can make very quick movement on players who are close to you. And for example, if you are under time pressure, for example 2-3 minutes, you can easily manage to get to some targets very quickly with these units. Okay, I've got some more targets over there. I think he's got some defenses. Like, it's also a very good idea to split your espionage agents. Okay, I can actually. Does he have any points? Oh, not that many. This one also doesn't have a lot. You also need to pay attention to might points. If it's over 100,000, it's probably some defenders in there. Okay, what is this? Interesting. So I'm also, I mean, you can reset the Hall of Legends once after you use your points, and obviously don't forget about that. I wanted to reset it to get the cheaper, I mean reduced army travel costs, but I thought that you can only reset this once, so maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be more useful to get some defensive Hall of Legends at the end of the event. So no super chat option yet. I mean, I'm like kind of getting into the monetization of the channel. I can talk for it about it for a second. So, oh yes, take a look at this report. That's not a lot of losses actually. What was the courtyard strength though? It was 169. Oh yeah, that's pretty much interesting. So I stopped him at the flank. Well, he has 1.5k defenders, so that's pretty nice. We're gonna see how it goes. Why someone is sending event attack? Damn it. Send the normal attack instead. But anyways, where's my attack? Oh, he's far away, so I'm not gonna bother scrolling for him. Anyways, so look into the chat. What is most optimal way now to invest money? $5-10 per horizon, outer realms. So for outer realms, you should just buy the cheapest option to get some rubies and some items from the, this option, yeah. Only when there is 200% prime time. And for outer realms, for example, where you have to build, where you have to collect as many might points from buildings, you just have to build 2 relic woodcutters, and that's everything you do. Like, you can build some more buildings if you want to put some effort of your free time and get a bit more of tokens, but you just need to build 2 of these buildings and you're gonna get pretty easy top. When it comes to the heritage, standard heritage outer realms, it's also like loading the smallest package and trying to get a few points to stick to like 4,000-5,000 position, defend against small attacks but let in bigger attacks, and like find targets which will give you a bit of points and are easy to fight with. For any other outer realms we've got here, and when it comes to the outer realms with changing your ranking, like changing position, it's just like you can buy the cheapest offer as well, and you can like 1 hour before the reset you can send attacks at like 3, maybe 6 targets depending on your camp level. So on encampment level, you can send like 3 or 6 attacks at targets which are not that high, but they are probably without any defenders. You're sending not 1 but multiple to be able to have some defeats as well as victories, and be sure that you're gonna get this position. And I think that's all the outer realms. Yeah. So it's obviously worth investing. Outer realms, the most important event, and money investigation, but investing. And for Beyond the Horizon, you're not gonna quite get any ranks for this amount of money. For Beyond the Horizon, you need like $40-50 or more to get some rankings. And I'm going to drop nearly 1 hour video about that in near future. Like, it's already recorded. I'm going to drop it in, I know, 3-4 days, 5 maybe. Okay, so how did it go? Okay, it was like, yeah, as I said, it's like nearly exactly 2-to-1 ratio. So you send 2,000 you kill 1,000, you send 10,000 you kill 5,000, and that's how the story goes. Because if you have a lot of defenders, yeah, obviously stop the flank, like he had pretty high amount of defenders, like it's nearly 1.6 thousand, that's good. So yeah, it's gonna send the report to the Alliance. As I said, it was just a friendly hit to test out new items. I'm not going to repeat the attacks, so you know, chill, because we know each other for a very long time, but we've got some stuff because of we're attacking you, so that's how the story goes. Hello Jack Mizzy, welcome to the stream. So no super chat option yet. Super chat will be enabled. I think I can actually do this, right? Can I? I'm not sure about that. Like, I'm gonna take a look at this in after the live stream, because I'm still in the process of enabling all the stuff about channel monetization. So talking a second. Okay, I'm gonna make a few hits on nomad camps because I've got to chase the Kingdom League, and I might send a screenshot. So okay, so you're probably sending me how the flank combat went, like in which flank did you stop me? Okay, so I've killed like 869 of your defenders. That's not the best score, but I think it's still pretty okay. You went for the flank, that's good. You wouldn't probably stop the frontal attack, but you stopped the flank. That's nice. So I think without this temporary item which you bought, probably the legendary one, you would not stop the flank, or it would be very, very close. But that's still a pretty good report. Oh, by the way, did we have the bonus from the Alliance? I think not. Yeah, the Alliance bonus ran out of time, because we've got plus 5% bonus to the combat strength. With the previous reports, you can see it. Maybe not this one, but in the previous, that's a nice hit, I must say. Like, he went through the flank. I'm not gonna show it because it's secret, but he went beautifully. So anyways, oh yeah, we've got 5% from the Alliance boost. That's also giving a bit of advantage. The private message I'm not gonna read now. So I want to talk just for a second about the channel monetization, and at the same time probably make some hits at the Nomad camp. So just going to adjust the preset for it. I'm going to go the left flank and in the middle. So I need to change that. And with the temporary elements, I'm even having more units to deploy on the Nomad camp. That's nice. So they have 5-3 and 4-6. Let's put that here. 5-3 and delete the moutlets. Oh yeah, and 4 of those, and they're going to delete that. Put like, I know what kind of I use. So this is 7, 8, 6, and 3. So I didn't use 4 and 5. It can be 4, like 2 of them, and moutlets. So it's gonna be 24 and 64 the front. Yeah, and that's ready to go. Let me just check the chat. Hello everyone. Hello Stefan, welcome. Hello Dan, welcome to the stream. We got really much stress in the game, but it's over now and I'm happy. Okay, that's very good to hear that. Display the anniversary look. Which anniversary look? I'm sure. I want to see like how it looks on the map. Oh yeah, it's like, let me zoom it in a bit. So it's like a group of horses decorated with some colorful material. I don't know how to describe it, you know. Transforms your army into a party procession. You can emit gems. Okay. Yeah, but it looks pretty nice. I like that. Like, I like the accent for the Good Game Anniversary, that they did some cool stuff. I mean, the rewards in LTP are better than usual. We've got some of these special like, how is it called? Anniversary party rates. Overall, I would like say that a very nice way to celebrate the 10th anniversary. That's very cool. I mean, obviously they're getting a lot of money from the seasonal points boosters, because they went for a very good price in the top 10. So it's also kind of a money shot, but very nice overall. I love the style. Lucasson look from the collector. Oh, the Castellan look. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at it as well. So I think it's the best visible in the equipment tab. When you go for it right there, let's zoom that in. Yeah, so this is how this looks, and I really like this style. It's, for me, it looks the best for the outposts, so I'm going for the third one as well. I've got already 2 of them on 2 of my outposts, and I just love the look of this. Like, they look very cool for a castle, because this actually looks like a normal castle, not some freaking honey, you know, beehive or like, I don't know, some castles made of the chess figures or some weird stuff. It's also looking pretty cool on the map to have some, you know, variety of the castle appearances. Not this one, but yeah, overall I would tell that this looks like a, I know, level 8 keep or something like that. You know what I mean? It just fits the style a lot. Okay. So yeah, back to the channel monetization. So I can actually say a few words about that. So it's not ready yet. The like usual part of monetization, which is ads in the videos, are enabled. So the basic idea of this is probably, you know it from other channels on YouTube. So to get some you know, some to get some funds for creating the content, yeah. And this allows me to like upgrade the channel even more, because usually I had to, in the past, I had to fund everything from my own money, and now when I can make money on YouTube as well, I try to use the most of the money made on YouTube on upgrading the channel. So for example, some time ago, when the English channel wasn't going on yet, with the money from my Polish channel, I did some improvements to my hardware, so the better camera, microphone, setup, stuff like that, and some cool, very cool looking presets for the broadcasting software. But anyways, yeah, this is what the funds go for, usually to make the videos even better. And I don't like having 50, like more 15 ads per video on YouTube, so I don't do that. It's like more 2 or maybe maximum 3 in longer videos. Do I like curry? I mean, your guys probably talking is some kind of India, but anyway, yeah, I kind of like the Indian cuisine, so the curry is also a great thing to have in full. Kind of off-topic question, but yeah, it tastes nice in the cuisine. Isn't provoking the con overall better nowadays than attacking camps? You get way more points than help you in kingdoms like as well. Oh yeah, so I would consider that actually, but like, I'm kind of lazy person to, you know, send the attackers out of the castle, change the defensive setup and do all this stuff. I would probably get a bit more from the defenses, but also our alliance isn't like, it's a big alliance, it's a active alliance, but we're not that into making events actively, so the Khan is probably level like 93 or so. So it's also not sending only big attacks, it's sometimes sending small attacks. I don't have too much tools for the rage points, so I would have to use a lot of them per attack, and I wouldn't make a lot of attack. We can go for it actually, why not? Okay, it's from the recruitment. Okay, I've got some more battle reports as well. Oh, that hit didn't go through actually that well, like the previous one. So the previous one did manage to go through way better. Interesting to see. Oh yeah. This playstyle is very busy. I can't leave my PC. I mean, the whole Good Game Empire is very busy. When you play at high level, it's like you've got to have a look at your account every time. Like after you wake up, when you go to sleep, you need to check your account. It's so frustrating, you know, to have to do all of this stuff. It like kind of like merges into your life if you're a high-end player in the game, because if you're like we like to call it like also the weekend players, so players who don't care that much, they just join the game once in a few days and upgrade some buildings, so the weekend players. But when it comes to the like better group of players who also spend money but not always, it's like it's part of your life actually, especially for these guys who make like enormous points in events. Like for example, someone makes like 50 million in Nomad or 200 million in the Glory events. Like for what reason? Like actually, for having the title, okay, you can strike when the war comes to get the title before the war, but for what reason during whole like not war part? Yeah, you know what I mean. So of course there is a lot of work being done on the accounts. For example, bigger players have some people working on their accounts and getting salary for this. So they, for example, have a task to make the Beyond the Horizon top 400. They receive, we can say, 150 euro for the job, and the owner of the account loads like 300 prime time offer to make the top, or even less. It's not that much needed for the top, and the player does it for him because he doesn't have enough time, because the game went in such a direction that you even need workers on your own account to be still relevant in the high top in the event. Not every account works like that, but part of the accounts work like that, obviously. Yeah, like some bigger players even have like free shifts. So I'm out of modlets. Are you serious? Damn it. Okay, I've got to I've got to skip this comps right now, but I need to buy some modlets actually. Hello fellas. Hello Vupami, welcome to the stream. Hey, I have a question. Yeah, go on. So how many hours do you play Good Game per? Oh, yeah, so according to what I have just said, the game is merged into my life, so after I wake up, I check the castle. After I go, like right before I go to sleep, I check my castles. And it's kind of hard to count the hours spent because it depends. And you could only make the rough estimation of the time spent in front of the game. The game doesn't have any counter of the hours spent in it, so you can tell from the GGS site. They won't answer because they don't have any statistics like that. But for me, I would say it's like on average it's like 4 to 5 hours a day, which is pretty a lot. During holidays it's a bit more. During the school days it's a bit less, but during weekends I go and catch up with the scores in the game. So looks like you stopped Fortress Rush. Oh yeah, I did so. I kind of got yeah, because I did like 200,000 rubies from fortresses in a few days. I made a huge rush on the desert fortresses to check how many rubies I can actually get from. The best day I've got 80,000 rubies. So I spent the whole day, like maybe 12 hours was it, to just hit the fortresses. I would say it was a profit, but even going to a usual job, you would earn more money and spend part of it to get 80,000 rubies. So it's not that worth. It's still like making money will give you better profit. But well, if you don't want to put money, if you just want to put a lot of your time, it's also possible. I made a proof of that. But yeah, right now I've stopped a bit. And I'm going to continue after a while to get the coat of arms for 40% meaty production. Okay, it's a very interesting question about the Polish war. So the Polish mentality, other than, for example, United States, for example, because in United States, yeah, you get these like quick wars like 2-3 weeks, maybe 1 month, maybe maximally 2 months, and later just one alliance takes advantage of another, and the winning alliance talks to the losing alliance. They agree that one alliance won, the second alliance got defeated, and that's everything. Peace comes, and later another war will start in several months. So in Polish server, it's nothing like that. It's the total opposite. So when there are huge gaps between wars. Yeah, castle review today. If you want, you can sign. If you signed previously, your castle is already signed. So join the Discord server. Link is in the option. My God, merging two languages is hard. Link is in the description. And when you join, you can lead to the channel called Request Castle Review, and just put a command. Review $review, and answer a bunch of bot questions, sending your castle screenshots, and you're gonna be done for the castle review at the end of the live stream, which is actually shown by the counter up in the corner of this camera. Oh no, I've got no battle. Let's get back to the camp. So what I was talking about? Oh yeah, the mentality of Polish wars. So it looks like there's 1 year of peace and totally nothing happens. There are obviously some provocations, but they end up on nothing usually. And later, there are, for example, two sides, two big alliances, two big coalitions, which together declare war. So the first one to declare takes all the honors. We did that. We declared the war. We are the best. And later the war part comes. So at the beginning, everyone loads money. Everyone uses all the troops, and there's pretty much no birds. Everyone uses the units, and after several weeks, there start to begin bird players. And the wars take half a year or a year to complete, so to finish. So after a few weeks, we start to see some bird players. We start to see players losing might points, alliances going down in the leaderboards. They obviously don't take part in the Outer Realms nor in the Beyond the Horizon. So because of having so long wars, after the wars, they wake up and they are way behind the other alliances because of not doing the Outer Realms and the Beyond the Horizon. Some players, when they have birds or something, they can, but most of them, they don't. So the war comes, after several weeks, we start to see birds, player losing might points, alliances going down in the leaderboards. Later, it's the longest part, so it's a part of a text job for your school or some homework to do. You have the introduction, you have the main part, and you have the end. So at the introduction, as I said, everyone uses all their units and loads of money. Later in the main part, which is the longest, they just send a few attacks every day. I mean, I'm not in the war, so I cannot tell exactly, but it's the amount of attacks shrinks, and there's less attacks in this main part. Sometimes there are some, I would call them awakenings of some players who instantaneously load money and get plus 10 million might points, so they obviously got a lot of units to use, but it's just one-time events during these wars. And usually at the end, actually the current war, which I'm kind of describing, but this is the usual template of a typical Polish war on our server. It looks like that, and at the end, it cannot be one alliance says that the other one was better and they've been defeated. No, the main part of the war is to not be the worst one, so to not be the loser, but to be the winner. And they will do everything. They will lose, even they will sacrifice players, leaving the alliance and stopping playing the game, leaving the game because of constant war, too long war, not being able to build up. I mean, it's not the case for every player, but especially for players who are not spending that much of money, and for free-to-play players, it's very destructive for their accounts. And if the war goes on for half a year or even more, the alliance will start losing players, but they will still continue to take part in the war and not be the one who, how to call it, the white flag, the France, how is it called? You know, oh, to give up. Yeah. So there can't be any alliance giving up. Like one of them, like none of them will give up. They will sacrifice players. They will sacrifice money. They will sacrifice everything just to not be the one giving up. Just to be the one winning the war. Even if actually none of them are winning, they are just losing. Both of them losing. That's my personal opinion, but this is kind of how it looks on the Polish server. So there's no quick wars. Sometimes we have the setup wars. And by the way, how do you call it a war where just two alliances tell each other, yeah, we want to test out our skills. We're gonna fight for 1 week. We're not gonna occupy anything or take kingdom towers, but we're just gonna send attacks and fight together. Against each other for a week, and that's everything. We have some set of rules. We're not demolishing buildings and stuff like that. How do you call this kind of war? Because I'm making the Good Game Empire guide in English, and I'm lacking some like special words for the game. For example, how to call that you're eliminating occupation. I have learned that it's knocking the flag or clearing the flag. I love that. For example, they like telling how long is the distance between your castle and some target. It's called clicks, or how is called a small attack made to waste the defensive tools. It's called the tool burner. So I love this kind of words. I've learned so many creating this website. Yeah. Set war. Yeah, I was thinking about the set war or war brackets braced setup. It was kind of hard, but I would say it's set war as well. Okay, so that's pretty long. A few words about the Polish mentality and Polish wars. And please, some bugs get out of me. The mid came pretty one-sided. If you start an account now, you need a few months, even while spending a lot of money to get into top 50 or even top 1. Yeah, that's true. Because you can get season tokens to catch up the other. Yeah, like the mid infrastructure is the like thing which blocks you the initial. Like previously, without the mid infrastructure, we were able to get into top like with just one big prime time offer, loading huge amount of rubies and building your castles instantly. But right now with the mid, especially the seats, yeah, that's a good point because you cannot buy them in any way for money. You can't buy seats, so that's very good. Yeah, true. Okay, we're like halfway, so I still have the top pick. Oh, let me read the chat. Now our server Bulgaria won. There are two teams. They are the two best teams in the server, and they were for like 6 years. But their war is destroying the server. Oh yeah, so that's like kind of the war I'm talking about, the very long and destructive war. But this is a war game, so we cannot tell that it's bad. Like it has some advantages and disadvantages. Like they just have this like special types of wars. You cannot judge that. Okay, so how's the event going? I've got a attack defeat on this guy, but I was pretty close. Damn it! Why? Just let me in, bro. So please let me in. How many of attackers do I have now? Oh, that's not enough for beating him, obviously. Hello, Shablok Simon. Welcome to the stream and thank you very much. Glad to hear that. So, a set war. France flag give up. I'm sorry, but I was just looking for for synonyms and how to call it if you forget the word. Like that's what first comes up to my mind when I think about giving up. Like it's one of the main jokes in Poland, like France giving up, France white flag. So yeah, in Poland, very common joke. What else was I about to do? Yeah, I saw the creation. I have some mind bugs, like mind lags sometimes, and I'm doing something, but I forget about that, and I just go to the map for no reason. Maybe some of you also have this, like some symptoms of maniac Good Game Empire player. Okay, that amount of units should be enough. Bulgaria 1 has the strongest player in the war? Are you serious? I mean, it depends in what category. If you're just counting the might points of the player, or you also have some other categories to count if the player is the best. I'm very interested in this. So, no, I probably got some... Oh, damn it. Not that many, okay. Let's continue. Oh, the might point. So how many does he have now? He or she, sorry. or other. So there are no servers matching Germany 1 in no possible way. Yeah, I know that. I mean, right now we're probably talking about the individual player contest, but I've been to the German server like with level 6 account to check up. We can do this right now because I have the accounts with easy passwords for every server. Not every, but the bigger servers like Asia, France, Germany, and some others. So anyways, I have the accounts on this server, so as well as the World 1 server, so I can check up on these servers and see how it goes and how the leaderboards look like. Okay, so back to the channel monetization. Let's let me just for 2 minutes stop reading the chat. And about the channel monetization, so I'm going to introduce a channel membership, which I already did for over 1.5 years in my Polish channel. So it works like you can support me monthly with a symbolic amount of money, like €1 or €2, and you get some benefits like you get higher rank on the Discord server. You get a thank you at the end of the video with a beautiful like medieval styled like decoration at the end of each video for every member of the channel who supports, even with the symbolic amount of money. And the most important thing, you're getting the castle review at the video. So if the castle is in the Great Kingdom, I can just register in your server with a account level 6. And if you pick a castle which isn't in a Great Kingdom but in other kingdoms, you can just send me screenshots and I'm gonna take a look at the castle, the castellum, all the buildings, the defensive setups and everything. So that's how it looks, and it's going to be a video, not a live stream. So it's going to be a separate video reviewing the channel members' castles, also for the like very small amount of money. And the last thing, which will cost a bit more, is going to be like, I've called it a boost package. So I hope it's not against the terms of rules in Good Game Empire, but I need to consult, like make a consultation with, or is it constellation? It's not in English, but anyways, I need to ask some moderators if it is not against the rules of Good Game Empire. I'm going to sell for members with the highest level of membership in the channel. I'm going to prepare a list of 300 targets for Beyond the Horizon. So it's gonna be more focused for high level players who would like not to waste their time at doing this. So I'm going to make it as perfect as possible and send that to every channel member who is subscribed with such a level of membership. I'm also going to come up probably with some other ideas, like some targets on, I don't know, Outer Realms, or some boost service for Outer Realms, with, of course, without breaking any rules of multi-accounts and such a stuff. But I need to be sure that I'm not breaking any rules. I want to get my accounts banned, and I pay a lot of attention to that. So anyways, that's a quick overlook of what my plans are, some cool membership stuff. And now back to the chat. Okay, 73 million. I think that might be the top one. Yeah. So for Poland, for example, it's 48. That's also a huge amount of might points. But anyways, I know that the Alpha King from the Asian server has like 60 million might points. But if a Bulgarian player has 73, well, that's a lot. So apparently, the Alpha King had more, like he had like 78 or something. Oh yes, I'm going to catch up with that Gideon in just a second. Just let me read the previous chat messages. So what will be your reaction if someone hacks your account? Being calm, because when you get hacked, you can actually message the support to to get everything back into place. The worst thing which I would be concerned about is sending some scams to players who trust me. So players who trust the Endex play nickname in the game. So let's make a quick scenario that someone hacks into my account and actually sends some scam links. So some ways to make some money fraud on players. and he sends it in a persuasive way that players should believe me, they thinking that it's me, but it's not actually me. So that would be my biggest concern about hacking into my account, that someone is going to use my good reputation in the game and the huge trust over the players, mostly about in the Polish server, but not only right now when I start the international like videos and stuff like that. So that would be the biggest concern about hacking into the account, because getting the account back on track from the support, you just need to message them to tell what happened, and they should bring everything back to your account. I've seen a few situations like this, and they gave everything back if someone hacked into the account and sold decorations, commanders and stuff like that. So yeah, the biggest concern would be the safety of people who trust me and my nickname at the game. Okay, next question. How many million points can someone free to play reach? Are we talking about the might points? Because I'm not 100% sure about what are we talking about. But thinking about the might points, the average would be like 4.5, maybe 5 million right now. The maximum would be around 8 or 9, but you need to spend a lot of time. I've heard about the player from Germany server who has like a similar amount of might points to me, and is free to play. Free to play. So he claims that he spends no money at the game, and he's at my level. I mean, with the might points, yeah. So he has the mid infrastructure. He has a lot of mid units, and that is possible. But you need to spend your whole days on attacking fortresses, on collecting rubies, because right now you can catch up to the best players with just rubies. The one problem would be the outer realms, because you cannot attack fortresses to be better at outer realms, whatever. So not counting the outer realms, but you can be pretty good with a huge amount of rubies from the fortresses. And this is actually what I'm trying to achieve right now. I'm trying to spend less money at the rubies themselves, and any kind of decorations and build items and packs in the super sale, and more like go for the horizon and outer realms event. So yeah, it's up to 5 million when you are kind of a usual player, and if you try really, really hard and you spend multiple hours every day, it would be 10 million maybe, when you really try very, very hard. Okay, so going next, top 300 beyond the horizon. Well, I think you found a client here. Oh, well, no, I was talking about a list of 300 targets with coordinates. So I'm not making the event, but I'm sending you 300 capitals which have decent amount of members in the audience, so 7 or more, and they are good to attack with the tool burners. I mean, they are not meant to burn the tools, but talking about the small attacks, you're sending small attacks at the time of reset, so 12:30 p.m. Is it? It's so hard for me to convert the time in real time. I think it's 12:30 p.m. Anyway, 00:30. For other time zones it might be different time, but at the time of the reset you set the small attacks. I'm going to explain that at the huge video about the Beyond the Horizon. And well, I would send you a list of 300 targets to hit with these attacks, so you can make the event pretty cheap. Okay, let's call this back, and I'm gonna show you an example. So I'm not kind of person who likes to make shoutouts of my own achievements and like be very informative about what I have achieved in such a like, I don't know. Anyways, I made the Beyond the Horizon place 13. Maybe you saw it if you are paying attention to the rankings and leaderboards. So I paid roughly, was it $80 maybe, and I had the place 13 in the event. So our alliance went for the top. We are placed 7th in the alliance rankings, and we had a partnered alliance, so we were exchanging points, so that's why we had so many. Without the exchanges I would have 40 million, and that would still place me in top 100, which is still decent with such amount of money. And well, I have a cool strategy for it. I'm gonna share it in a video about the Beyond the Horizon. It's gonna be like 50 something minutes, because there is a lot to talk about in Beyond the Horizon event. Yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna talk about it in a separate video. And for a boosting service, it's going to be 300 targets to attack at the event as a membership bonus. Okay, so next up, money is not important in the game. I think friends are the most important, and I'm 1000% agree to that. Like, even if you don't put money, as an example, many players in our alliance, they play free to play, but we all together love each other. Everyone like each other. We are like a big family, and that's how the alliance should work. Some players put a lot of money in the alliance, in my alliance. For example, we make the Beyond the Horizon top. Some players put like hundreds of dollars every month, but some put zero, and we play together very well. Like we haven't had a war since the mid units were introduced to the game, because the server is pretty much kind of dead and inactive. I mean, not inactive, but it's hard to find the opponent for war, to have a good war to test out. But anyways, it's like no one has problems for like spending money or not spending money on the game. Everyone likes each other, even if they don't spend any money or spend enormous amount of money. Everyone is at the same level in the alliance. No one takes a look at the amount of money spent in the game, and the relationships, friendship in the game is most important for us. And I hope that for most alliances, if not every, this is the most important factor in the game to get to know good, nice people. It's not players, okay? Let's call people because they are people, not players, and that's the main point of the game. And I think I was talking about this a bunch of times before, but anyways, like people are what sticks me to the game. Like without alliances, I wouldn't play the game. Without people on TeamSpeak talking to them regularly, that's the main point of the game. So while Big Set is 73 and Mike 7 is 8 million. Mike 7 in okay, 73. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Okay, speed up the chat a little bit because I'm 7 minutes late because of talking about everything so long. But I love to talk with you guys. It's like great opportunity to talk about everything totally. Hello Super Andre, welcome to the live stream. Free-to-play player maybe 10 million. Yeah, similar to what I have said. So free-to-play player is possible to get up to 5 million. We have free-to-play players that have more than 10 million. Oh yeah, so similar to what I have said. Everything depends on catching Fortresses Dragons. Yes, everything comes down to the rubies. Adrian 215, hello and welcome to the stream. Glad to have you there. You have to catch everything, that's better. Yep. So AM not PM. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Oh yeah, because it's like, is it 12 AM? What time is 12? It's so hard for me if I don't live in 12-hour time zone. It's like, I try to have it in mind, but mostly the noon and the like 12 PM and AM are too complicated because they overlap to 12:30, and we don't understand that in Poland because we will go for 12 and then for 00, and like 12:59 is something so weird. So anyways, how is the Horizon going? I didn't bury him. Are you serious? Oh, he's back into the game. That's so unfortunate. Well, very sad that I didn't manage to hit him with the first attack because now he's back with his defenders. And he's probably received support because I don't think he got was it this guy? I think so. Oh yeah. So I don't think he actually bought units. He most probably got some support from his players around him, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna give it another try tomorrow. And for today, I think I'm done with him. Okay, so am I over these two players? Okay, I'm going to catch up to these two players and overrun them. It's going to be everything from Nomad Invasion today. So how much time left to the castle? Only 10 minutes, are you serious? It went like instant, I would say. It felt like 15 minutes or so. But it was already 1.5 hours. I mean, we can longer the live stream a bit. That's not a problem. If we still got a lot of stuff to talk about. Because that's the best in the live streams. You haven't played in the past 2 years. Oh yeah. Maybe it's better if you haven't played. Like, the game is how is it called? It's addicting, especially if you spend money. It all comes down to the player, like the player mind and how they manage to get out of this and not spend too much. But anyways, it's addictive. It goes to the wrong direction, in my opinion. It goes to just a money maker and nothing else. Sometimes we can see gestures into the free-to-play direction, like the Aqua change with new decoration. I mean, they are not new now, but anyways, some kind of these events with rewards, like this party raid with the relic heroes, pretty decent for free-to-play. Yeah, good to have you back. No, damn it. I mean, yeah, great. I have achieved the new maximum level, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to complete the mission with the glory points, to get the biggest amount of the experience and be high in the rankings. And I am right now. I'm in such a that's so bad. That sucks. I'm at the last position. I mean, I am not sure if it works like that. If it depends on how many points you got, how many experience points you got, overlapping your old score. Like, hard to describe that, but I thought that the experience leaderboard is based on how many points you've got over reaching the 950 level. But I'm not totally sure about it, so never mind. Yeah, no problem. We've got plenty of topics to talk about, and I've got some nomad crap to do. Like, it's so repetitive. At least during this live streams, during a lot of live streams, and because of the attacking nomad camps being so repetitive, I have learned multitasking, because generally as a man, you're not too good in multitasking, with some exceptions, but men are not that good as women in multitasking, and this applies to me very much. I mean, I'm so bad at multitasking in real life. Like, for example, writing something on keyboard and at the same time listening to someone. Not possible. I can do only once. Can you imagine? So I'm very bad at that. But when it comes to talking as doing such a repetitive task, which is the attacking of nomad camps, I'm pretty much into it after some time. So I have trained my mind to just click this crap on the screen and talk at the same time with kind of having some sense in the sentences. So, okay. How many nomad desk you have from one attack right now? Right now I'm receiving around 300. Yeah, 300 per one attack. That's a good amount. It's not too many, so you're not wasting your booster tools, but it's not. It's also not enough. Too small. It's not a too small amount, because it would take ages to get big amount of points. I'm playing this past weeks. I'm still thinking about that. Oh yeah. Like, the game has changed so much. In 2 years especially. Aim is after midnight. I mean, okay, let's just take part in some kind of lesson after live stream and learn that. I mean, on YouTube probably there's like thousands of lessons how the 12-hour system works. I know it, but especially the overlapping at midnight is so weird. So it's 12, for example, like for me it's hour 22, great. So if it would be 0030, it would be like 12:30, but AM, not PM, yeah? Is it correct? Because I thought, like, if it's 11 PM, it's 23. 12 PM is 24. So 12 PM 30 would be half past midnight for me, from my understanding, but I'm probably wrong though. Do you know the Alliance? They went 10 ranking in the Horizon. I think I've seen this name before, but I don't recognize them too well. But yeah, I kind of get the idea of the Alliance. Like, I kind of recognize that from the horizon. But I don't remember what server are they from. Probably Greece if they use this alphabet, these Greece letters. I have no idea. It isn't. It's random somehow. I was thinking about the random thing. I'm not sure. So. Okay, let's go on with. I think this is gonna be the last series actually, because I don't want to bore you with the Nomad camps. So this is going to be last train, and then if you have any topics, if you have any like questions related to the game, I would consider myself pretty experienced in the game. So if you have any questions, concerns, just ask, and I'm going to try to answer your questions as good as possible. So feel free to answer me any stuff related about the game, or maybe not about the game as well. If you want to talk to learn some stuff on the live stream, because that's the best actually opportunity. Why is my car starting, man? Having no feeling it. Oh yeah, that might be a long talk tonight. Wrong question. The Nomad cooldown bonus from the Alliance sucks because the 33 and the cooldown is still more than 1 hour. Oh yeah, that sucks a lot. Like, it's like from the player subscription you get 34%, but for some bizarre reason from the Alliance improvement you get only 33, and so 34 out of 90 is over 30, and 33% out of 90 is less than 30, so you get more than 1 hour. And it's like, for free-to-play players, you just need to skip this freaking 1 minute, and with the subscription you don't need to do that. And that's so weird to me. Like, why did they do that? Is it to irritate people who don't pay money for the subscription, or what? Like, excuse me, you do nearly the same thing, and why the one has to be so much more painful than the other? Like, I see no reason in this, to be honest. My voice seems to be a little sleepy. Might be because it's kind of the 11 p.m. for me, and that's the time I make live streams. I'm sleepy though, but my voice is kind of deep and low for my age, so it might sound like, and I just speak like this. I feel it on my throat that I'm speaking very low. This might be considered pretty sleepy. Yeah. I'm very happy that you're enjoying this stream. Glad to hear that. How did I go to wall wipe? So a wall wipe, talking about the wall wiping the whole, let's for example tell 1000 units, not just cleaning the tools. Obviously clearing the tools is pretty easy. So about to wipe, you need to take into consideration how many units there is, how the defender is going to defend, because after several attacks you're probably going to know how are they going to behave. But if you don't know, the best option is going to use like usually 2 waves of attacks. I can show you an example. So wiping the wall, and basically the basics of making a PvP attack. So you have 2 presets, and the one preset for fighting against the melee units, and the second for fighting against ranged units. So against ranged units you're using ranged with the shields, so the ranged units of the enemy have no power. And for the melee units you're going to use ranged, because they are obviously stronger against melee, with tools to reduce the wall protection and mode protection. So this is what you should start from, and prepare these 2 kind of presets. In the middle put the tools and melee in this preset, and in preset with shields you should put ranged and mainly shields. I should actually fix that, because there should be also 38, not 32, so that's kind of a mistake. Time over. Yeah, we're gonna go over the time anyways, but we're gonna have a look at castles in a second. So you should have like two kind of presets, and combine them depending on how many ranged units they have. So if they have like 60% melee and 40 ranged, you can go like with even 3 waves of the shields. But if they have mostly melee, because if you use the shields, you don't completely cover the moat and wall protection. So when you fight with mostly melee units, with this kind of setup with shields and not a lot of protection, like reduction of protection of moat and wall, you're going to make way smaller losses on the wall. So you should avoid using too many of this kind of waves if there's not many ranged defenders, yeah, to make more losses on the wall. So if there is a lot of ranged, for example, such a 40% or something like this, you can use 2 or even 3 waves of this kind of preset. It also depends on the amount of waves in the attack, 6 or 9 or 11. But if there is mostly melee, like 80% melee and 4 black bombs, line bombs, quick line bombs, whatever they're called. So you should use like 1 or 2 waves of the shields to not have too many waves in which you have very small losses due to having not enough this reduction of protection of moat and wall. So reduction of moat is a bit better than reduction of wall in the shield preset, in the shield wave, but it's kind of similar. Yeah, so I think that's all I can all tips I can give on the wall, on the wiping the wall. But I'm gonna have a full video on how to attack in a few days or weeks. Can't tell now. But it's gonna be the third part of the PvP series. Been checking the stream between cannon attacks and just forgot to check my defenders in main castle. Let's just say it, cannon attacks will enter the castle. Oh no, that's so bad. I mean, I know that pain because I was a few times running with these trains of, however you call this, like the train of can attacks. I know. So anyways, I was running it a few times and yeah, it's very painful to lose them because you need to launch everything again. Okay, let's make just one more to be sure that I'm gonna. Oh, but maybe not with this preset. Oh yeah, so this was the presets and those were the presets for PvP. You can even copy mine. They're not the best, but they are decent. And you just need to combine them in such a proper order that you get through the wall. You can make some more advanced strategies. I'm not such a strategist. I have a few players in my alliance, especially the one who was attacking today's target, which I attacked at the beginning of the live stream. So he loves to experiment with different setups, and he has so many magic tricks that even one of his magic tricks is discovered, he comes with another one different, and he can still clear the wall even if they have like a lot of defenders on the wall. So he's such a great and smart guy when it comes to this strategy, making up the new strategies. I'm not that kind of person. I don't I'm not able to make some like totally new strategies. I rely on the walked through paths and stuff we already know, so I can just teach you the best way to use the knowledge we already have. But well, with the introduction of new tools, and we're not going to know their statistics soon because I've asked the moderators, but in public channels, so that's why I'm telling this. They answered that they are not going to share the statistics for new tools, just because they might get changed, and because of this, they are not going to share the statistics. So, just to be clear, I'm talking about the tools for the keep level 7 researchers, so we can actually see 4 first images for them. And oh yeah, so they are going to bring a whole ton of new strategies into the game because they're going to have new bonuses, new meta, new possibilities. This is going to be so much more fun, and I love this update. I mean, I don't like the part where you need to collect 13,000 seeds to unlock them and to wait a lot of time, so it's gonna take like 1.5 or maybe 2 years. But after we get that, actually, after we eventually end getting them, Well, there's going to be so many things to discover. I love that because right now we have the tools to reduction of wall, gate, moat, and to reduce the ranged soldiers' strength, and also horns which strengthen the melee attackers, but they are not considered that often. So we're going to receive like plenty of new tools. That's going to be great. I love that. Okay, because I'm like 8 minutes back in the chat, so just let me have a quick look at important messages. I come from Nigeria. Yeah, nice to have you from Nigeria. Trees from Poland. Next. Now where's it going? Last bit left. I have 31k points in party. Oh, that's good. So I have apparently divided by 10 your score. I have like 3000 something. Yeah. I was totally inactive in it, but I want to get third appearance item for my outpost. I love them, so I need to have the third appearance for my outpost from this event. I need to push it right after the live stream. I'm not going to do this on the live stream because it's super boring, like super duper boring is this event. Because I usually base on inactive players with 0 defenders to get the points, not big players, because it's just faster to attack 100 castles even with VIP commanders or VIP. I'm so used to the Polish pronunciation of the many shortcuts in the game. So I want people to play war. Oh yes, they want. The Egypt server just gives the accounts for free. Yeah, to play the war because they don't have enough players to play. Yeah, that's what happens to many servers, unfortunately. It was on 16. I was thinking of transferring units to my ice castle and back to main castle, but I remembered I have kingdom castles. Oh well. Okay. Why did you stop posting videos? Yeah, the question to Dan. Hello, Aryon Bansa. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you there. Do the alliances on Polish server use TeamSpeak? Oh yes, TeamSpeak and only TeamSpeak. I mean, some of the modern smaller alliances made of mostly the young players use Discord, but like 95%. Oh, this is not a good sign that I got some glory. They get. Oh, yeah, I got attacked by some. No, who are you, man? And what is this? What is this very bad report? This is apparently some other message. Not related to that, but very sad that I didn't even see this attack. So he's right next to my castle, or where is he? Oh, not this one. Where is he? I have 17 colleagues, but yeah, I didn't pay attention, so that's the price. Well, not that bad. I mean, I lost a lot of defenders, but I still have a good position, so it's not a terrible situation. I'm sub. Oh, okay, cheers to you. Glad to hear that. Okay, back to the game. So I've got some tablets, and did I get any over than 650? Not yet. Okay. It's already emerged from Deutschland. I mean Deutschland or Germany. With a level 7 castle, he might know what bonuses those tools offer. Oh yeah, probably. The event will come multiple times from now. I mean, this time is the 3rd time, and usually these events were introduced 3 times each. So I think that this time is the last one. I've got to skip the camp, and we're going to, as usual, log to the German maybe server and just check the Rudy castle. I'm so interested in if he actually has the keep level 7. How does it look? Does it look any different on the map though? Or it doesn't, because the building looks kind of similar but with some changes, some golden finishes. My server is Poland 1. What? Are any attacks going or what the hell? No. TeamSpeak means Microsoft No. TeamSpeak is TeamSpeak. I mean speak free. Just say up to talk to people. Or was this a ironic question? I don't know. I mean, anyways. And it like, yeah, 100,000 tablets. Oh yeah. If collected 160,000, that's nice. Yeah. I've done this only in the first edition of this event. I mean, on the first party, right, of the balloon event. Oh yeah, let's log in and next play. Was this my password? Wait, what? Oh, damn it, it's World 1. No, I wanted Deutschland 1. Okay. Hello, Bizak, welcome to the stream. Oh, Deutschland means Germany in German. Ah, good to know. Because I didn't. I'm not into Germany too much. So okay. What is this? Spieler suchen. Okay. So we're going for the top. I'm so interested. Oh, let's make bets for players not from Germany. Did the rough side already beat the 1 billion might points in the Alliance rank list? Anyway, the rankings of alliances. So last time, like 2 weeks ago, no, it was meant to be no spoilers, man. So last time it was 950 million for the alliance. Right now it's 965. Okay, this is so close. Like, just take a look at this. This is the German server. Do you have any other? The answer is no. You don't have any other server with this much alliances with this many might points. So this is the level of our top alliance. You know, the Celtic Storm, 415 might points. And these three are beyond any other in my alliance and my server. And it's very big too. So this is like enormously. Well, but we're going to take a look at the Rudy MR from the rough side. So, okay, so the keep looks, I think it looks a bit different, or does it? So this castle, no, it looks the same, but let's make sure that he actually has it. Not just top 10, oh yeah, true. Where's the keep? Oh, here. Oh, it is level 7. Dang it. Seriously. But does it have any new buildings, like the toolsmith or stuff like that? Probably no, because this requires a lot of seeds, but oh, well done, Rudy. That's a lot of work to put into the game to already have this. Like, a few players have this. So, wow. They were very close last time I checked. Oh yeah, they're still close. So this is the Rudy castle. Looks nice. Oh yeah. So also the second thing I was about to check, what was it? Oh yeah. So in this server, in my server, I'm placed 10th with 13 million might points. So let's take a look. How many, like, which place would I get here with my might points? Let's watch. Oh yeah, I placed 100 instead of 10. Like, this is so big server. Like, can we take a look at tops in events? I think no, I don't have any events. Let's take a look at the loot board. What is this? Oh yeah, 2.1 billion. Like, my personal record was 1 billion, and it was so huge amount. And is there anyone on the minus? Let's check that. Oh well, no. But you can get on minus when you go over 2.147 billion. So anyways, yeah, but I've seen the screenshots from having loot points on minus. So they're so, like, so into the game, the biggest server, the strongest server. Like, that's just wow. Okay, so let's get back for the Polish server and review some of your castles. Yeah, it's more than rich. Like, how many Lamborghini could you buy for all the money put into the game? This is just how I look at the game. Oh, sorry, not Polish, but English. Yeah, this is my, like, point of view of the game, and especially on spending such big amounts of money. But anyways, do you remember the old name of Rafsai? Is it a shortcut? Is it like a shortcut made of merging two alliances' names? If yes, if that's correct, I think I've seen the full name a few times, but my memory is very poor, so I don't remember this. But I think Egyptian server before. No, also not yet. Royal first. I have no idea actually. So you can make your bets, and if you know the answer, just let us know. Very interesting. So we're going to smoothly move over the castle review. So the last live stream took place 2 weeks ago, and it was the 8th of August. So the messages after the 8th are going to be reviewed here. Okay, so this was also for that live stream, this as well. This too. Why the screenshot is not working? That's unfortunate. Or is it? Oh, it is. Okay, great. Just Discord has some problems. So I'm going to open this. Oh, the honey production. Okay, I'm gonna stop responding to questions for a second to review the castles. 41.1 thousand is my biggest honey production. So let's take a look at the first castle. I'm going to lose the eyesight on the live stream, so I'm sorry for a few minutes. During the castle review, I'm not going to respond to any questions because I need to open Discord on my phone in order to get information about the players who signed to the castle review. So let me quickly go to the special, the place where I have every stat listed. It's going to be approximately like 5 castles or so. Oh yeah, so let's take a look at the first one. Player name Nazaki, and you're asking to take a look at your main castle with Hall of Legends. Okay, so we're gonna go into it. So for level 181 legendary, just before that, let me take another look at the realms if I'm not attacked again. Okay, back to the review. So level 180 legendary. This amount of might points, it's is decent for a free-to-play player, so that's good. And your castle. Let's take a look at your castle. So your level legendary is 180, and your Hall of Legends, as you say, it's 160. That's pretty good. That's very good. You're not too far behind your level. That's very good. You also have the Storm Islands decorations. I love that. I love when I see the players' effort paying off with these decorations. That's great to see. The average granary level though is level 6. At this level, it's still decent. It's just most important to go forward with your Hall of Legends, and the granaries are like the background task, I would say. So we have some. Let's take a look at the greenhouses are great. They're upgraded as well. That's very good. The defenses are also pretty good because okay, so the defenses are overall good, but you're lacking the decent level of the watchtower. That should be like level 6, 7, 8 to spot the attacks fast enough to get support. When it comes to the ruby buildings, I cannot see the level of your bakery though, but can I see your stables? I think I also can. So, oh yeah, they are maxed. So, assuming that the stables are maxed, you probably also have the bakery maxed out. So now, just spend a few of your rubies on the watchtower. It's very important building, especially in the main castle. And it's not that expensive. It's actually like maybe 3,000 per level or something like that. So overall, a good castle. I see a lot of effort on that level. It's very good castle, and good luck to you on the further account development. Okay, so let's proceed to the second castle. So it's going to be Lil Midget. Oh yeah, and this is your profile, and this is your castle. Okay, so I have your information over there on my phone. So, oh yeah, level 850 legendary, 6.2 million might points. For that level, it's obviously very good score. Let's go. The Fearless from the Alliance Overlords with 7 castles. Let's take a look. So, okay, this is your main castle you've requested, and the Hall of Legends is actually level 254. Oh, really? So you've got to push it forward very quickly. Like the Hall of Legends, the most important building in the game. You've got to push it quickly, especially if you have resources for that. Do it quickly and complete it to level 550 to the maximum. And the average level of granaries is level 9. So you should upgrade the Hall of Legends as the most important, and the granaries as I said previously, the kind of background task, second level of importance. So the greenhouses are upgraded well. That's good. The meat infrastructure going also very well. Decorations obviously very good here. When it comes to the defense, can we see actually? Okay, we can see watchtower, but the defenses are overall good. In my opinion, in such a Ruby castle, you're lacking the castle mode, which will give you more castle protection. I would go for it if I would have that many funds to put into the game. But anyways, yeah, there are 3 districts, so I can't judge any of your buildings hidden here, but that's good to have them. It means that you're such an active player. But you're lacking the Hall of Legends, so focus on that mainly. Okay, let's go for the other player, which will be the Tom the Bomb. Okay, Tom the Bomb. Okay, so let's open this in new tab. Okay, so Tom the Bomb. So hard to spell. Okay, so you have a level 29th legendary and nearly 500,000 might win. That's a pretty decent score in my opinion. That's pretty good for that level, especially if you're probably the free-to-play player kind of player. That's very good. Nice score. So when it comes to your castle, the first thing which I can see here before we get into the building levels, I can see that you have plenty of free space here. I don't know if you're just lacking the amount, the decorations generally, or if you just have a bad castle layout. So anyways, I suggest you to go and check out my video on castle layouts on my channel. It's pretty fresh video, so you're gonna find it easily, and you can learn and you can watch it and see a lot of cool castle layouts to not waste space, because in this example you're wasting a lot of space which can be used to put more decorations, to get more public order, to get higher food production, to be able to hold more units in your castle. Okay, so when it comes to decorations, they are not great, but at that level it's already a very good start with that decorations. That's seriously good. So your Hall of Legends level is 13. Okay, like for the starter, it's not that easy. And your granary level is first on average. Okay, just focus on upgrading your account, getting decorations, upgrading the Hall of Legends and granaries, and overall making your account better. You're also racking the 3rd tavern in this castle. It's necessary to build it. You're going to have more spies, and they are super useful for many scenarios. And we're gonna take a look if the live stream is going on when I don't have any preview. Okay, it's great. And let's proceed to the next castle. Remember, you can still sign up in a request castle review if you want, if you'd like to. You can do this. Okay, so big bar 90. Okay, so this is your profile and this is your castle. Just take a look in a second. This is actually your outpost. So moving toward the big bang 90, 932. So okay, 2.6 million. As I can see, you're burning, so probably because of war, or maybe you're a free player. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyways, it's not that important to rate the amount of might points. I don't care that much. I'm just trying to give you, you know, like a look overall. But anyways, going for the castle. This is the most important. So this is a outpost, as you can see, and the average grammar level is 30. Okay, so the decorations here are very mixed. I can see plenty of the new event decorations as well as the aqua decorations. It's great to see them and your effort put into the Storm Islands. It pays off very well. The Relic Bakery level 4 as well. Okay, that's cool. I can see that defenses are well done. Can I see the watchtower actually? So, can I see the watchtower? I think it must be in the corner. I hope it is there in this castle, because this is very important to have the watchtower in all of your castles. Oh yeah, but anyways, the greenhouses are upgraded. I think you can go for higher level of a flour mill in that castle. Maybe you're used to the look of it and you forgot about that, but I think you can go on and upgrade it to level 6, not only 3. The decorations are good, the defenses are good, but I'm not sure about the watchtower. If it's good, if it's there, it's good. The ruby buildings, I can just see the part of stables over there being level 3. as well as the bakery probably max at that stage of the castle. So that's overall also a good score. Yeah, good castle, good luck to you on the war, and yeah, great to see you on the review. Okay, and if you have any like comments to the reviews, I'm gonna make a statement to this in a second when I see the chat again. Okay, so this is done seriously. Let me take a look. So the Hall of this the main castle, Hall of Legends being the level 454, and average gunner level being 29. Yeah, that's good. So with these very relevant decorations, that's very good. You obviously don't need many granaries, and that's very easy to have only a small amount. For example, with upgrading, you only need 5, 6, 7. And you don't need to put that many build items, but yeah, anyways, to the granaries, you're probably finishing them off, and now you should focus on the Hall of Legends, as it's not max yet. But taking a overall look at the castle, so defenses are very well. I can see the watchtower being max, as well as the castle mode, so the defenses are at the top tier. That's great. Moving on to the ruby buildings. So the stables are maxed. The bakery has the appearance item, but it's probably also maxed. Taking a look at your ruby counter. So also, what can we take a look here? Oh yeah, the meat infrastructure. So you're starting it. You have 6 APRs. Yeah, that's a good amount with that kind of decorations. 6, maybe 7. So right now, focus on upgrading of the brewery if you're going for this castle. With the meat production first, yeah, and the last thing will be the relic greenhouse. I mean the greenhouses, also very good that they're upgraded, and the green ones, yeah, you also should avoid upgrading them. It's, in my opinion, it's a waste of tokens, so that's very good that they are not upgraded too high. And overall, a very good scoring castle. Just finish the Hall of Legends. It's like 100 levels left, and you're gonna be great to go. I'm sorry. So that was probably scared you a bit. So I think that was everything. And yeah, every castle. Oh my god. That was so bad. When I talk for too long without stopping, yeah, this is what happens. So we've got the answer for the question. Sorry, I skipped the question about how much money have I spent on the game. So in total it would be like 1800 euro, around that, or alternatively $2,000, something like that. But monthly, why am I receiving next attacks? What is this? Damn it. That's okay. That's not that strong, so I think I can withstand that after the live stream probably. So back to the question. Oh yeah, but I'm playing since 2016, March 2016, so it's been 5.5 years. So on average it's like $80 per month, maybe, something like that. It was Royal 30. Royal 30 they were. Okay, nice, great. Which cell phone do you use? Well, I use Samsung, what's the name? Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, but I'm now going to change it for the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Which is actually in the pre-order right now. What are your suggestions to improve the game? Well, that's very huge. I mean, there are many huge answers to this question, but mainly to bring some balance to the PvP system, give free-to-play players some possibilities to catch up at least a bit with the pay-to-win players, especially the biggest Ruby whales. And fix the bugs, because like there's only a few bugs, but they are super irritating. For example, auto realms, you can have the player's badge with their name stick to your screen, and that's super irritating. Or for example, white arrows, that's also super irritating. Like, what's the reason for this? Why you can't fix that? And the third one would be, what would it be? I don't know, like also general like improvements of the game speed and the game overall speed of loading stuff, and it is sometimes so slow. But that would be my suggestions. I want new events. Oh yeah, I want new events too. Yeah. Banish, welcome. Restore max, speaker max, and stables as well. Great. Someone's also asking about the food production, but I think that I have skipped that. That was a while ago. I'm sorry, the chat sometimes is going too fast, and sometimes I miss on some messages. If I have missed your message and it's been like 10 or 15 minutes, just repeat it, and I'm hopefully going to see it that time. Someone was asking about the food production, so I can find it now. So back to the newest messages. Oh, it's cause of the war. Yeah, I assumed like that. It's cause of the war, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, that's very good to hear also that not a single penny spent. Great. I produced 100,000 with those 5 granaries. And the green had, oh wow, that's a lot. I still stick to, how many is this? Oh yeah, 8 granaries. But the build items are like, some of them are 30, some 20. So they're not the best. But yeah, I'm going to reduce this to probably only 6. And put 1 more decoration when I update my decorations in a while. Well, yeah. It's kind of like for the Ruby whales is between 5 and 8. And for usual like free-to-play players is like between 10 and 12 granaries. My Romanian account, okay. You're pretty weak and I know you spend a lot. What happened to you? Okay, stop playing. It's what you are. Oh yeah, India, big war. What ideas players suggested that got implemented into the game? I'm not that into this topic, but I could have a look at pinned messages in Good Game Studio server at the channel of feedback. So they have any? Oh, they don't. So there's a channel for feedback, and I know that a few suggestions from this channel were made into the game, but like the chance of bringing them into the game is so low. But there was a few. I'm not able to tell you exactly what were they because I don't remember. But I know that there were a few. I'm not going to search for them now, but they've made a few suggestions from players to the game. I can tell you this. You have to pay money to win this game, but just in a summarizing of this game, kind of. Free to play can't even defeat 15 million player. So 50 million. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Misspelling. Let us spend more money. Said no player ever. Yeah, I was asking about what was a decent food production on what was for free to play. Oh, right now I would consider it with Aqua decorations, the Storm Island decorations, as well as the level 20 food items, and maybe some higher from Bestseller and Master Blacksmith for the greenhouses. I would consider it around 100,000. I think it's already reachable for free-to-play players who just put some. Oh, sorry, not that was a misclick. Who put a decent amount of effort into the game, but no money. Do you know how the 10 years anniversary decoration looks? It was at the Dan's castle. So let me bring this back. So it was. Oh, I've got one player more. Okay, I'm gonna take a look a second. So it was at this castle. Look. So this is the anniversary decoration. Yeah, this one we're talking about, because this is from the super sale, and talking about the one from the collector event. We have two different. We have this one, Age Timeless Kings, as the first reward, and the Timeless King as second reward. Yep. I think I'm gonna leave visiting the Egyptian server for the next live stream. And let's just take a look at the last castle, because this player signed a while ago. So let's just take a look. He thinks about the one for players that play. Oh, this one for playing decoration for playing for 10 years. I'm not sure you even did receive one. I don't know any player who plays 10 years, so I can't tell you. But on the Good Game Empire community forum, you can find actually players who play 10 years, because there's a badge What is that? What the hell? Oh, did they change? No, it's not what I meant. So, might be German one. I'm just gonna show you in a second how to... for example, let's take any player who plays over 1 year, and they're going to have a badge called... Oh yeah, your... okay, this is in German, yeah, but basically badge anniversary 5, as you can see up here. So if you just replace this number in the link in your browser, you're going to see players who played 9 years. Only 300 players. I mean, this is only players who entered the forum at least one time, I think. So there are obviously more players, but especially the older players use the forum a lot, and more especially if they were playing for 10 years. Okay, so we actually have the first player here in this place, because those are obviously some kind of beta or alpha testers, because they play for 13 years. This isn't available for everyone, and this plays for 12. So this player is playing for 10 years, and what is this profile picture? But has a lot of like reactions, everything. He's from the international one. Schnitte, I think that's a German name. I'm not sure about that. Anyways, yes, this is the first player to have the 10 years badge. Nice. Anyways, I don't know any, so I can't tell you. Okay, TeamSpeak, not that important. Let's take a look at just last castle. So this is player Jesko from Diamond Blades. Nice alliance names. So we're going to request the main castle review. Okay, so as 4 million on this level is pretty good score, might points. And let's take a look at the castle. Okay, so I've got the ruby mine, that's cool. So the Hall of Legends level is max 550, and the average granary level is 20. So put your work and effort to upgrading your granaries to the maximum level. The decorations, like, you can get a bit better from the Storm Islands, but they are still pretty relevant. Not that great as they were some time ago. You can try to get some from the Aquamarine event. But anyways, yeah, the castle is looking good. It's already into the mid infrastructure. Great to see that. So the defenses, you don't have the ruby mine, but as for a free-to-play player, it's not ruby mine, but ruby mode, the castle mode. So it's not that bad for a free-to-play player. But you have the watchtower max. That's super important. And as you have the watchtower max, your defenses are highly better than players who don't have it max. Ruby buildings, I cannot take a look because the trade district is in the castle, so I'm not sure. I might consider adding this to the interview when the bot asks you about your castle, but that's a topic for another day. So yeah, overall a very good castle. Good luck to you with developing the other castles for mid infrastructure, and you can also build up the bar workshop as well as the mid destroy in this castle to be able to hold even more units, but this is looking pretty good. Okay, so this was the last castle. We're going to finish here. Obviously we're going to get a chance of... My mouse is not working, damn it. So we're going to have a chance of requesting the castle review again in a week, in next live stream. Oh, even my cat is going to quit. Can you see her? Yeah. Okay, so back to the chat. Let me just check all the messages, and we're going to end the live stream after this. Hey, stop for a second. Hey, come here. Okay. Anyways, so I was thinking. Oh yeah. Can I visit? No. Schnitte cuts. What? Okay. He flames GG for pay to win. Oh. Like, if a player plays 10 years, that's not weird. And if he has received 6.7k of upvotes on the forum, oh well, that's a good work done for the free-to-play players community and environment, however do you call it, because there's like, you know, here split. What's the ruby mine? The ruby mine, you get the offer where you have the nomad camp and the wheel of affluence and all the stuff near your castle, inside the castle. When you start the game, sometime after registering, you get the offer to buy ruby mine. So it works like every day you receive some rubies. If you don't log that day, you lose them. but you can every day get some rubies, and in total you're going to get 3 times what you've paid for it. So the most common offer is, I think, 30,000, and the total outcome is going to be 90,000 rubies over the next 365 years. So you need to take the daily delivery, and you're going to be 200% on plus. That's why anyone know how we can see the numbers on the server like Egypt or other. Of 365, yeah, days, probably not yours. Oh yeah, that's true. So how can you donate on YouTube? I'm going to, I have a donation link, but I'm ending in a second, so you can do this on the next live stream if you want. I have the donation link, but I'm going to enable a super chat probably on next live stream or in 2 weeks. So it's going to be enabled in 1 or 2 weeks. Oh yeah, Kitty. Oh yeah, she's laid down now peacefully. Description of live, and they have a link to donate. Yeah, but right now I don't know. It's pretty long delay. If you want, you can, but I suggest to do that at the next live stream, so it's not skipped or something when I'm ending the live stream. So that's when now. Oh yeah, how to change the language? I can actually show it to you in a second as well. So when you want to change language, you need to go to settings, options, and you need to connect your account with a Facebook account. So when you do that, you log out of your account. You pick the flag of a country's language you want to use. So for example, for English, look, my account is on Polish server, and I pick the United Kingdom flag, and I connect to the Facebook, which is connected to the Polish server account, and it connects you to the server where the account is connected with the Facebook, but in a language of your like pick, yeah. So whichever language you pick, you can connect in that language via Facebook. So for example, you can go for, I don't know, you can go for Chinese, you can go for anything you want, and you're gonna log in just like into the language. You just press the Facebook, and that's super handy. You don't even need to pick any server, it's going to pick everything for you, but you need to have the Facebook connected. So yeah, I have everything in Chinese now. Super. I know what that is. I'm more concerned about the... Oh, whoops. That's not good. Okay, so I think I need to open the gate because it's going to be very pricey. Oh, yes. I just need to not open the gate, but allow all the troops to get out, and unfortunately, yeah, not defend that. Okay, so this is how to change the language in the game. For today's live stream, it's going to be everything. So thanks everyone for joining me today, for joining me live, and see you in the next. So the video about the Horizon is going to be probably released this week. If not, then PvP part 3. And yeah, see you all next time. So thank you everyone again for joining me today. It was a great time and pleasure to spend time with you as always. And see you in the next video live stream. So goodbye everyone, have a good night, good day, depending on your time zone, and see you in the next one. Bye.